Opinions expressed by the hosts, guests, or messages posted in chat are strictly their own personal views and do not reflect the views of Bolin Services, Inc., a 501c3 nonprofit organization, nor does it reflect the views of the sponsors of this program. Political commentary, if any, are strictly personal opinions and should not be construed as endorsements of or opposition to any political party, candidate, or voter initiative by Bolin Services, Inc. This audio-visual presentation is copyrighted by Kenneth W. Bolin. No rebroadcast, retransmission, simulcast, or other distribution of this video or the audio associated with it is permitted without the express written permission of Kenneth W. Bolin. All original content on this presentation is owned in full and solely by Kenneth W. Bolin. Hello, everyone, and welcome to a very special edition of the Star Maker Bolin Show. We have lots to go over, but before we get started, we want to extend our condolences to Jason Coltrane, his friends and the family, friends of the show. His dear friend J.J. Jackson passed away earlier this week, and
talk about gone too soon. I was 6 years away from graduating high school when she was born. And was such a lovely young lady, and man, that was just so sad, and such a tough battle, and just so sorry to hear that. And I know Jason said he might pop in tonight to take his mind off the situation. He's obviously welcome. And I know when my brother passed away, yeah, we had our differences, but shit, it rattles your cage. And he didn't have any differences with her. They were very dear and very close friends. Yeah. My brother had her ups and downs, and but when it's family. And he said this lady was more than family to him, and I certainly understand that because I got friends that are like that too.
Yeah, so rest in peace, JJ. We will see you on the other side if there is one. All right, moving on to the big news of the day, Kenny. As you know, the House finally got back into session. We finally got the representative from Arizona signed in.
Food stamps. Food stamps.
Yeah, Kenny gets his food stamps, but the representative immediately
maybe
signed
by Monday
off on the discharge petition to release the Epstein files, which means pedophilia is in the news. And I thought tonight we would bring in someone who knows pedophilia
a little something about that
better than anyone.
Yeah,
ladies and gentlemen.
No, it's not that manager from Louisville. We didn't invite
Mr. Jeffson.
Wow,
that was a setup from hell, wasn't it?
That sure was. Thank you.
I gave you better treatment in the pre-show than you got there.
You gave me better treatment in that promo you cut on me a couple weeks ago than that one right there.
I think that was better treatment now. That Dang, that was Bob. You're a little bitch. That was uncalled for. Man's done nothing to you.
He has studied the subject extensively. He knows a great deal
he's
about
a student. He's a student of pedophilia, is what you're saying.
Yeah, exactly.
As a matter of fact, I saw a classroom once. It was nothing but 13 and 14-year-olds. Oh shit!
Well,
this is nothing to laugh about, folks.
If you're going to be that way about it, then you got to pay attention to what my good buddy Megan Kelly said today. There's a big difference between a 14-year-old and a 5-year-old. No,
what
they're
the hell?
Illegal, you know.
You're shitting me.
Oh man,
Megan Kelly said there's a big.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
And then she said there's a difference.
I missed that one. That one. Because Megan has actually been trying to. Megan's actually been trying to give him some shit, but there are sections in the Bible. This is why I'm very critical of what's in the Bible sometimes.
Yep.
Where there's an old saying that a lot of Republican Bible thumpers have: old enough to pee, and you know the rest of it.
Yeah.
Well, there's actually another phrase to that that's a little dirtier, but
yeah, there
okay.
is something about yeah.
You know. So no, there's a lot of things in the Bible that make it okay. Stoning your children if they're disobedient.
Yeah.
Setting your wife on fire at the stake if she's a lot of that shit's in whatever version of the Bible you want to buy into.
But if you take all those right-wing farmers in the Midwest who plant different crops side by side,
Yeah.
oh gosh, that would be a death offense in the Bible as well.
Yeah, that's a death offense too. Planting corn next to tomatoes.
Or
taters next to maters. That's a crime. We got to kill you.
Yep, or wearing clothes made out of two different fabrics. You know.
Yes. My son pointed that one out. I said, "You're shitting me. You're shitting me. Cotton and polyester.
Cotton rayon. That's
the cotton rayon thing. Yeah, death to you cotton rayon people.
That's right. Death. Yep. And football on Sundays, touching the skin of a dead pig. That's a death.
That should qualify. Yeah, you can't be doing that.
Some football teams feel like
let's move the games to Thursday after. Oh, that's right. We got one game on that. One game on it. And ladies and gentlemen, just so you don't think that this guy is a criminal, this is not Sanford Souter, the guy who my biological father stole cows with in 1969, was the last person sentenced to the state penitentiary in Kentucky for cattle rustling. Him and Sanford Souter. This is not that Sanford.
No.
It's Mr. Sanford.
That's right.
Mr. Sanford.
Heavy on the Mr. Yeah.
Becky says she can't hear it. Well, y'all hear me, right? Do the people hear me?
I got you.
All right. Well, Becky, maybe turn your fucking volume up. How about that? I'm in a mood.
It's the little slider thing on the side. It says...
It's the little slider. Yeah, it's the little volume knob on your AM radio. Just do that. The first thing I want to get into tonight, and this is open topic... Well, go ahead.
Now you have frozen up for me. I don't know if you frozen up for everybody else.
You froze up for me as well. All right. Well, I'm seeing me move. Is everybody all right?
Now everybody's back to moving.
All right.
It was just me. Maybe I just had a senior moment. I don't know.
This shitty 1 gig. Well, Bob, did you have something you was going to say?
I started to, but then I froze and had a senior moment.
Then you froze and had a senior moment. Well, he had a Trump. Well, as long as you don't sleep for 22 minutes during the 1 hour press conference, and then call someone else Sleepy Joe.
Dude,
my God,
I'm gonna do my Mitch McConnell.
It's like me calling somebody hefty. You might want to gaze into the mirror before you do such a thing. Might want to do that. We are at the point now with the Epstein files, and I've been watching Pam Blondie. I've been watching this attorney that interviewed Jerlene Maxwell. But as they pointed out on the Daily Show, because she said it in a British accent, it must be true. I never saw the president do anything wrong. He was never anything but basically an officer and a gentleman. Just a sweet, kind man. And they set her up to say all the right things. And then all of a sudden, it wasn't even weeks later. It was days later. She goes to Camp Club down there. Isn't she in Texas now?
Yeah.
They sent her to Texas. She's got her own basic ballroom down there now. That's her prison room. I saw it on the Daily Show, so I know it's true. She has a service dog, which you're not supposed to have as a sexual offender. They're not supposed to be anywhere near a service dog. She gets room service. She gets visitation, all the things that sexual offenders are not supposed to have, and you're not supposed to be there as a sexual offender. She's the only one. And this happened days, not weeks, not months, not years, days after the meeting with Trump's former lawyer that had no follow-up questions. So if you think for 1 minute that Trump ain't guilty as shit with everything that's coming out of these Epstein files, which most of us have known anyway, you don't get... Bob, you ever had 26 sexual assault charges filed against you? I think I can answer that. No. Now, Sanford probably in the low teens. No,
not even the low. They got to be out of their teen. Oh wait, no, sorry, wrong.
Wrong show. Wrong show. So no, I don't know another human being. I don't know another human being that has. Well, exclude the wrestling business. 2 sexual assaults, 3. He's got 27 as of today that have filed charges. 27. That are waiting for his ass to get out of office again. So if nothing else, to file state charges if you can't file federal charges because the president is exempt of all crimes he commits during office. Well, all these crimes were committed when he wasn't in office, so he still can be held accountable. You've seen the what's the pussy groping show he did where he said it was all right, because you're famous, you can do it.
The Entertainment Tonight.
Was it Entertainment Tonight?
Yeah, Entertainment Tonight video with whatever that guy's name is.
Whatever that guy's name. Well, we're all having senior moments because I can't think of his name either. But they wanted that thrown out of court, that they played that in court, that Trump said it was okay to do that. Well, yeah, I said it, but I want that thrown. Okay. So what more has to happen in this man's history? And I don't give a damn if 5 of you, 12 of you, or 6 of you watch the show tonight. You're going to learn. Learn to have common sense, decency, and respect for others. Learn that when shit adds up, it fucking adds up. And it's been adding up on this guy for a long time. He did settle out of court with 12 children from the 70s to the 90s. How do I know? Because Anonymous kept releasing the same guy. They weren't supposed to. I'll grant you that. They were supposed to be secret, but all secrets get out eventually, just like those Epstein letters that came out today that came out of the Epstein estate that defeated everything that Jerlene Maxwell said. Well, I never knew him to be really that good of friends. I didn't know that. I don't think he ever visited his house. And what was in the letters today? He was at his house for 3 hours alone with the victim that committed suicide.
They didn't show you. What they
I'm
didn't
sitting
show
here
you,
watching right now on what will soon be MS Now. No plug.
MS Now starting. Is that tomorrow or Monday that starts?
Saturday, I think it is.
MS Now. I don't know what the difference is going to be, but
6 rewinds of Epstein and Trump standing there side by side,
dancing,
and telling jokes, and dancing, doing that.
Didn't look much like friends.
Doing that.
There's no video of
that he does.
There's no video of me and Cornette doing that. And me and Jimmy were friends for 45 years. But what did I not do? I did not go to the places that Jimmy liked to go to because that was not things of my ilk that I wanted to do. Those people were not of my ilk. I didn't want to do that shit. I didn't want to see that shit. I didn't want to know anything about that shit. So I didn't go participate in that shit, and you can't find any video where I did. Well, Trump, on the other hand, 7 times on the Epstein flight logs.
Mm-hmm.
What? Just out of fucking, I need a ride? My plane ain't working?
I just need to get out of town for a week. Yeah.
We're flying. You're leaving New York, going to your island. You're going to fly right over Mar-a-Lago. I'll just jump out on the way.
There's a picture. There's a picture right now of Donnie standing with his hand over Epstein's shoulder, and there's a telling one where Melania and Epstein and Ghislaine and Trump are all standing together there. And
here's the thing:
before Melania had her facelift, so
it really helped. You know how Melania met Trump, right?
Through Epstein.
In other words, Melania, he met her on the first time. This is according to Epstein. The first time Melania and Trump ever had sex was on Epstein's plane. Mm-hmm. Why? Because she had aged out.
Yeah, she was no longer 17.
She was over 17. She had aged out, and she was a hand-me-down to Trump, is exactly what malaria was. Call my sweetheart Bob. The sweetheart knows we're on the air. It's up to him.
So what they didn't show you, Kenny, was the taped testimony of Max Lean. She's like, Trump did not ever show up at any of the Epstein things. I never saw him do anything wrong whatsoever. It was entirely
and as Trump's personal attorney. Remember, this was Trump's personal attorney that went and did this. They didn't bring in any of the prosecuting attorneys that had already prosecuted her. They could have knew everything about the case and asked proper follow-up questions. Not one follow-up question was asked. They coached her to say what they needed her to say, and then sent her down to Club Bob down here in Texas. Bob don't get treatment that good in his own house, what she's getting. Bob can't get room service. Bob can't get his dad to bring him a Subway sandwich or give him a meeting with 6 of his friends or get him a service dog. Bob can't get that treatment.
I can't get conjugal visits.
No, not anymore. not anymore. I'm shocked they didn't give her your Porsche, Bob. She got everything else down there.
Hold on, I better go look. See where if it's.
You better look. It might not be out there anymore.
Find those.
So
keys.
if you're a Trump supporter, and Rebecca, please God, tell your ignorant sister this. I dared her to come on here tonight. I dared her to come on here and debate me. I dare any Trump supporter to come in here and say, well, and I used to get this one a lot. well, he wasn't convicted of rape. Okay, I know you're not supposed to say that word on this channel, but too late now. He wasn't convicted. If you're defending sexual assault, sexual misconduct with what the judge said, the judge says, yeah, you might have been convicted of that, but what you did in the state of New York is that you penetrated a woman in her own store against her will. I don't care if it was your pinky, your big toe, or whatever it may have been. That is rape in the state of New York, and that is what the judge himself said. That's why Anthony Scaramucci goes live on MSNBC or CNN and says, yes, he is a convicted rapist. See, now I don't know why I cleaned it up. There ain't no need. Block that motherfucker right there. Block that motherfucker right there.
Goodbye.
There you go. Motherfucker. You fucking sexual predator defender. Fuck you and anybody like you. That's how this show's going to be tonight. I got no fucking use for those type of people. That's why I didn't associate with them in the fucking wrestling business, and I don't associate with them in my politics. But Joe Biden, if Joe Biden did anything like that, lock his fucking ass up. Hunter Biden's not a politician. If he did anything like that, lock his ass up. If what was it? Was on the planes? Clinton. If Clinton did anything like that, lock his fucking ass up. All he did is get a consensual blowjob from a 23-year-old. That's between him and Hillary. That's and the girl that gave the blowjob. Yeah, he used his power to get the blowjob, but that's what happened. Sorry, sponsors, but this is how this shit's going to be tonight. So, no, fuck you, fuck anybody like you, blah, blah, blah my ass, because now you coming in here telling me that you defend sexual predators, rapists, convicted felons, forged let me make sure I get this right, 34 documents to hide that he was paying off porn stars while he was married to malaria, who was introduced to him by Jeffrey Epstein. Fuck you and fuck anybody like you. All right, so we can go on from that. Sorry, Filipinos.
Really feel, Kenny.
Well, I think I may have just done exactly that. So, no, I warned everybody how it was going to be tonight. Go ahead, Bob.
Football picks are next. Let's go.
Oh, and congratulations to the Washington fans who, when Blowhard was out there wanting to get on camera, he wanted to get on camera, swearing in the Marines. Shame on you, Marines, for even let that motherfucker in your stadium. Once the stadium named after him, what, Sexual Predator Stadium? That'd be a great goddamn name. Isn't there a Predators in hockey? They did name that team after him, so he's got a hockey team named after him. There is a Predators in hockey, right?
Yes.
Well, that's Trump. Well, that's Trump's team. He can have that. No, Becky, it was a troll. No, that was a troll, Becky. That was a troll. They lurk about from time to time. Well, he got his shit in. He got in his blah blah blah. Well, fuck him and anybody like him, or her, or whatever it was, or it, whatever. So, and this is exactly how this show is going to be tonight. Now, if there's any of you out there that want to join Link and you want to come in and defend your sexual predator, come on in. I invited Becky's sister. I didn't see that invitation being accepted. Becky's concerned that her sister's going to give her a hard way to go about the shit I say here. Well, come on in here and plead your case, and I'll show you how fucking ignorant you are. And anybody like you, to defend such a fucking human being. I don't defend people like that on any side of the aisle. Independent, Democrat, don't matter. And like I said, I don't give a release those goddamn files. And whoever's in them, let them pay the price. And Trump, one way or the other, is going to pay the price. Because now, supposedly, there's about 80 Republicans about to turn on his ass in the Congress. 80 Republicans. Now, there's no way in hell we're going to get that many senators, because obviously the senators are way more crooked than even the congressmen, which is hard to conceive. But there's a lot more fucking congressmen than there are senators. What are there, 500 and some odd congressmen? Something like that. 484 or something like that. Yes, it's a large number. But there's only, 100 and how many senators? 102, something like that?
100 senators.
100 exactly. 2 for each state. I thought we gave one to the District of Columbia or something like that. No,
they have a non-voting representative in the House.
Non-voting representative. Good enough. Yeah. So Filipinos probably don't have any fucking clue in hell as to what we're talking about tonight. Well, just whatever leader you got, be glad you ain't got ours, is all I can tell you. So some of you out there are a little bit on the lucky side. But no, if you're going to defend this person with his sexual history, of taking advantage of underage girls, mad that Jeffrey Epstein stole underage girls from him from Mar-a-Lago. That was what he claimed he kicked him out for. Well, Epstein was never a member there, according to records, and Epstein himself. He can't kick me out. I was never a member. I just came there and stole your employees. I just came, my girl, Jerlene came down there and stole your girls.
Oh yeah,
underage girls.
I came to one of your weddings too, but we weren't that close. So
yeah, we weren't that close. Yeah. Shit. Good evening, Daddy. Oh shit! Now they're getting me. So, who's your daddy? Well, as I've said, I got about 7,500 of them. The numbers are way down tonight, Bob. Have you noticed that? The numbers are way down. I couldn't possibly fathom why. Number one, Google is in bed with Trump. YouTube is in bed with Trump. Apple is in bed with Trump.
Meta.
Everybody, Meta. Oh my God. So you speak out against Trump, boy, and that explains the numbers here. You don't have 7,000 some odd followers on Facebook. Combined 12,000 or so on Twitter, 30,000 on Google, a few thousand on Instagram, and then you got to struggle to get 10 or 20 people to watch this show. My ass. They're fucking controlling everything that we do and say over here. And there ain't shit I can do about it other than to conform, other than to become a right-wing podcaster and make a shitload of money.
Do nothing but talk about wrestling, and I'm sure our numbers would go up. And
a little bit.
But,
Sports Keto might disagree with that.
You should run that.
And this is shit I can't do on Bill After Show, which we will be starting soon. Maybe not after tonight. Yeah, me and Bill After are going to be starting a show, I think, in about 3 or 4 weeks. And it's I doubt we have any donations, but I'll see.
Becky said she was going to go donate, so don't talk about her until she gets back.
Oh, okay. Well, that seems fair enough. Oh, okay. Yeah. But you weren't supposed to say that on the air, Bob. There's another name. Yeah, we'll talk about it later. No, but Becky's not going to donate. Let me clear that up. She's not allowed to.
I see. All right.
So let me clear that up. Okay, let's see here. We have a $10 donation from Pussycat. Well, thank you, Pussycat. That's very kind of you. So the first donation of the night from Pussycat. Maybe one of the Pussycat dolls. Maybe Nicole Scherzinger has donated. Actually, Nicole Scherzinger is a Trump supporter, so it's not her. Isn't that a shame? Nicole Scherzinger, who used to live in Louisville, a Pussycat doll from Hawaii, is a Trumper. Go figure. Well, maybe he sexually assaulted her and she liked it. I don't know.
Maybe she's hanging out with Scott Jennings.
Oh, ouch. Oh,
out in Prospect. In Prospect.
Anybody?
She helps him on his chicken farm. Maybe she chokes his chicken. I don't know. The Predigen is kicking in.
It's only a rumor.
Yeah, can't prove any of that. Can't prove any of it. I don't know if it's true or not, but there's a lot of people saying it, as Dave Chappelle says.
Somebody told me.
As Dave Chappelle says. We have another donation come in. This is a challenge donation. Randy, oh, by the way, tonight's Streamyard for the rest of the month, I believe the rest of the month, brought to you by Randy the Macho Man Satterley. He is the one that sponsored us on StreamYard tonight. We already have a commitment for somebody to sponsor us next month because Bob's broke. Broke-ass Bob, they call him. So they have, there's a reason we're broke-ass over here. Because we have a fucking heart, that's why. Poor Sanford Souter over here. The beef industry's down. Why do you think he's stealing cows? The beef industry's struck. Can you imagine what Johnny Rosin and Sanford Souter be doing today with beef prices the way they are? They'd be fucking multi-billionaires today.
There you go.
They'd be dealing straight away with Kroger's.
150. Rebecca says she knows Pussycat. Do you know Pussycat? I bet she's a cutie. I'd like to have her over sometime. Little Pussycat. Woo! That sounds like Predator stuff. I better calm down. I hope Pussycat's of age. We want to have that. So Randy the Macho Man Satterley, $20 challenge. He's asking the room to match his $20 donation. So we appreciate that. Randy the Macho Man Satterley. And also the sponsor of tonight's StreamYard broadcast. And like I said, we do have a commitment, I think from a fellow Kentuckian has offered, let's see, what's Paul RJ got to say? You buy Aussie meat. I don't eat kangaroo meat, you little bitch. I don't do such a thing.
Dingo. You have dingo meat.
He had dingo meat. Now, I don't know if I want any dingo meat. I don't think I'm up for that. Do I have anything to show here tonight? Is there any way, that marvelous bump that I took off the top rope? We have video of it. I'm teaching classes on how to take this bump. And if Sanford Suiter over here has seen it. I just had to change your name to Sanford Suiter. And see, is that the guy that stole cows with your dad? Well, that's him. They were masters. No, don't deny that. You'd be world famous if you claim that. And by the way, Mr. Sanford is from the Seattle area. And how about the Seabags, man? The Seabags are playing some ball.
So far,
the Seattle. What a beautiful picture I made of you with me donning that Seattle apparel.
I love it. I took the Seahawk one and put that up as my Facebook, one of my Facebook shots there, and I've gotten quite a few. I even gave you proper picture credit, and I've got quite a few responses to that. It's been nice.
Oh, good. Okay. Well, that's great to hear. Let's see.
Kenny, we do have that exclusive.
We have that exclusive
of you at the NXT Performance Center.
And it was me. Basically, it was me teaming up with Rico to teach people how to take bumps off the top rope, and I thought I did a fine job, to be honest with you. So let's roll that beautiful being footage. Oh. Woo! Damn.
I'm going to show it one more time.
Let's say I don't believe. I don't believe.
I was extremely worried when that top rope and the first one, when you came down straddling that top rope and it basically just amputated your leg and it went right back into place like that.
Well, I was known as the Wolverine of pro wrestling. I have amazing recuperative powers. Recuperative powers.
Invented the crotch shot.
Yeah.
Rebecca,
it's just like a star.
Show it one more time. Rebecca was probably in the front row that night. Show that one more. My God. Oh, so you see how I took it on the shoulder? Because that's a big, tough shoulder right there. It's hard to hurt that shoulder. And I knew going into it, if I just land on the
flat back thing, but
I knew fuck a flat back. I said, I'll take it on the shoulder. I can absorb that. If I'd have been hospitalized if I'd have took a flat back. I told Jim Ross he didn't know what he's talking about. I know how to take a bump, Jim Ross. I got this shit.
On the shows today, they'll have the 8 guys who stand around for 4 minutes waiting to catch the guy being thrown.
Exactly. No, not in my classroom.
No.
There was just a table.
I heard that Mini-Me was...
Well, you heard the table. You heard there was a drop cloth on it. Not everybody knew that was a metal table that I landed on.
I heard that Mini Bolin was there trying to catch you.
Mini-Me was under the table. Mini-Me was under the table trying to provide extra support, and God rest his soul, it didn't work out good for Mini-Me. That was the last we ever saw of him. Thank God the tarp was on him. It kind of acted as its own mini casket, and we just wrapped him up in that tarp and just hauled him out of there, and no one knew the difference. But that was the last time Mini-Me was ever seen as... One more... I feel like my song. One more time, Bob. One more time. And Rico looking so happy with himself. How about that?
What I love is the details of how your feet twist around and then twist back at the end of the video. So pay attention.
Rico could have been a little. You got to admit, there's not a lot of athletes in this business that could have pulled that off.
Hey, you never saw Hogan do anything like that.
No, you find me a video of Hogan doing that, and I'll show you. You find me a picture of Hogan doing that, and I'll show you a fake video is what I'll show you.
Kenny Omega never, ever once tried anything.
Becky, don't be so Phil. How are my nuts? I'm still speaking with a little bass in my voice. I'm all right. Don't you worry about my nuts. My squirrels eat my nuts, baby. That's the only nuts you need to worry about. All right. So, if that video of how to take a bump off the top rope by Rico Constantino, if that ain't worth a $20 donation, I don't know. Hey, Rebecca, get a hold of Pussycat. We need 10 more. You said you know Pussycat. I saw you in a video. Is that Pussycat? You sent me a picture of you drunk in a... Well, I take that back. You were drinking in a bar. I don't know that you were drunk. And yours might have been non-alcoholic, and it probably was. So let me verify that. Allegedly. But you were in there with a little cutie that looked a little bit like you. Was that Pussycat? I like me some Pussycat, if that's the case. Let me hit the phone here. See, because if that doesn't flood the donation wall, I don't know what's going to. Bob, did you ever take a bump like that?
Not once. The closest I ever came was the one time that I was.
I don't know. I don't want to know about the closest time you ever came. I want to know about the closest time you ever took a bump.
During one segment where John Tatum and Rod Price were turned on by the infamous Skandar Akbar.
Now we're talking about coming and being turned on by Skandar Akbar. I already don't like where this is going.
Bob, you have to realize punctuation is important with Kenny.
Punctuation is important. It certainly is.
So I'm helping.
I was turned on by Skandar Akbar. I nearly came.
No.
This is a horrible story. This is an absolute horrible story.
Hopefully he'll have a happy ending.
Oh, John! Oh, he got there well, as long as it was Tatum.
And I'm helping Tatum to the back, trying to carry him, on, giving him the shoulder to lean on, and he decides instead to start flailing around, going, "What happened? What happened? What happened?" And I didn't know he was about to flail around, so I flailed around, flew into the crowd as we're walking up the aisle of the sportatorium.
You know what? You know what, Rebecca? I saw that picture of you with Pussycat today, and I'm going to go ahead and say it. I don't drink, but I'd get drunk with Pussycat and just hope for the best. Like me some Pussycat. Pussycat doll. Yeah.
Whoa.
And Blackpink. I like me some Blackpink for my Korean girls out there. So, is Teresa going to come on here and debate me tonight? I'm assuming no. I don't think so. Is she donating? I don't think so.
Don't think so.
So far, we just have Randy the Macho Man and Pussycat. Those are the only two donations. So we got 30. It'd be nice to make 100 tonight because I've already sent out some medicine money tonight. I've already sent Bob the transaction. Did you get the picture of the little kid that was really needing medicine? Now, she asked for 4,000 pesos. That's $80. We didn't have that. But we did send her 20 some odd. We sent Eunice's family a little bit money to get some medication, a water bill paid. We got that taken care of. We got Jambi's water bill taken care of. We got a couple other bills that need to go out. So 100 would be a big help. I was at the bars. Oh, God. Becky. Well, let's put it this way. I know who you were there with. How's things up in Canada? I'm a honky-tonk man. There we go.
Poor kid.
That's the kid that he needs diapers, milk, medication. We got him some of his medication today. As you can tell, this kid needs some shit. And but he needs milk, diapers, medication. I got him some of his medication. We got him 1,000 pesos of what they need, but they need about another $60 just for this kid alone. And so we did what we could. I didn't want her waiting for the.
It's astonishing how many of the kids over there have breathing problems. It just
well, yeah, a lot of them have asthma. A lot of them have breathing problems. Eunice has asthma. Mm-hmm. It's almost hard to find a family that does not have one or two kids that have bad breathing problems over there. So But Jeff said something that was very hurtful to me today. He says he knew I was negotiating hotel prices in Seattle, and I got a real good deal from him. He says, Kenny, I didn't realize you had a heart. I said, have you ever seen the show? Have you seen the show? I have a heart. Sometimes more than the people that watch the show. And I do want to, from the bottom of my heartless heart, I want to thank, because Jeffrey, Mr. Sanford, we call him, not Suter, has really bailed us out in some tight situations many times, probably over the past year or two at least. And well, you're the $1,000 club. You brag about it a lot. How many in the $1,000 club over there? Well, me and Bob are in the $1,000 club. Our first week that we ever did this.
No doubt.
Bob was in the $2,000 club. His very first donation. Yeah.
Wow.
How about that, bitch? What you got?
I wanted to tell you also that, and I will talk with you again later off.
And I didn't mean to call you a bitch. I meant son of a bitch. I'm so sorry.
But I'm wanting to jump up, and once the sponsorship deals have been settled, stuff, I want to throw out 3 months worth of sponsorship of the Streamyard to you.
Okay.
Once I get my check, which should have been here today. But then also
we're all waiting on government money.
Seriously,
right now.
I know, right?
Yeah, we're all waiting on a little government money.
Yeah, unless you're in the Congress, and then you got paid no matter what. So that didn't matter.
That shit needs to end.
It does.
Those motherfuckers, pardon my language, but I should have said that at the very beginning of the show, and I think we did.
I start now.
Those motherfuckers voted themselves to get paid while voting for the military, air traffic controllers, any government worker in general.
Yep.
But who gets paid? We do. The president, the vice president.
Yeah, the people that were on vacation for 5 weeks.
5 weeks, at least 5 weeks.
Yeah, they all
paid vacation. Paid. Yeah, paid vacation. No big hurry to come back. Wait a minute, Rebecca. He blocked you? That's funny. I only saw him turn purple and get the chills when he saw you in the chat room. I'm shocked that led to a block. He blocked Rebecca. Go figure.
Man. Go figure. Some people just have no sense of nostalgia.
Some people just don't want to reflect back on the old days, do they? Oh, well. To my sister alone that donated.
Her sister.
Oh. Well, thank you very much, Jeffrey. That's very kind of you. We appreciate it.
In arms.
We are doing our best to make 100 tonight. Yeah, I'm. The good news is I might get my allotment of my stamps in. It says if I don't get them in full on the 15th, which is a couple days, that we should have them by Monday at the latest, according to what the news reports we're giving today. Now, this is what y'all know who what's his name, O'Donnell on MSNBC, Lawrence O'Donnell. Lawrence O'Donnell says when this next wave of releases come of these Epstein files, they said he thinks there'll be no doubt that Republicans will have no choice but to separate themselves from Trump, or they're never going to get a chance of winning anything past the midterms. They're going to have to separate themselves, and they are going to have to impeach him. And that's just based on what is known as in this next wave of videos and pictures. Well, that's a nice little setup there. Now that's not a 100-inch TV. I'm not a blind man.
Now he just got us, kicked off the air for copyright violations.
Well,
it was under 4 seconds. It's okay.
Fair use.
Is that the rules? Well, you know more than I do. I don't know what the rules are. What size TV is that? Was that about a 50?
No, about
36.
It's 46 sitting in my little cubby hole. Yeah, but that wall over there eventually is going to have a maybe 85. I don't know if I could sport 100. I don't know if the understructure is going to be strong enough to hold that.
I think you can easily go 86. Now, my TV back there, that one weighs 102 pounds. Wow. The 86s are a little, but I think you can easily support the 86.
Yeah.
And here's the thing: you can get those bitches for about $800. That you can find for $1,290 if you go back a year or two on the model. Now, that one last year was $4,000. And this is the one that Bob says, so they paid you $450 to take that. Well, it worked out that way. When you factor in the warranty and then me bitching about the late delivery and late hanging in it. So they paid me $450 to take a 100-inch TV. So it's a good deal if you can get it.
I got to work on that one.
Yeah, keep up with your warranty. My warranty was going to run out in 3 weeks. And a guy from Costco says, Kenny, call up here and let them know that you have the Costco warranty, not the manufacturer, because they put you through the ringer with the manufacturer's warranty. If you got the Costco extended warranty, which I did, the service gets a little better. Got a lot better, to be honest with you. So, yeah, if you're going to buy anything from Costco, make sure you get that extended Costco warranty. There's a 100-inch TV hanging there that replaced a 2-year-old TV. So I got a $4,000 television replaced a $1,700 TV. $1,797 was the refund. And then that one was on sale basically for half price. And then it had free hanging, that's got a 5-year warranty on it now. Wow. Through Allstate, Costco, and the manufacturer. So there's 5-year warranty on that thing for $99, and there was a coupon to cover the $99. There was a coupon to cover the hanging. And so the best deal I never paid for might be that thing. Might be that thing right there. Oh, my earpiece. You know what? I think I found the problem. They're in the wrong ears. So let's go that ear.
We were talking in reverse.
From my right ear, Bob. I'm getting old. I was talking in reverse out my ass is what I was doing there. Well, that feels a little better. If you just put them in the right damn ear, they work better that way. My camera took another upgrade tonight with no problems. Didn't even have to restart the computer. Remember how all of those problems I had would take an update for over a year? Well, tonight it was due for, I'm going, this somebody's going to shut down. It's going to be tied up for 15 minutes. No, it just took the update about 3 minutes. About 3 minutes. We was ready to go. So I don't know what that update did tonight, but I love taking those updates. I know my picture's a lot cleaner, and the lighting, there's so many different things I can do. Now, right now, I'm on, this is candlelight. I've tried something new. Computer, change the podcast lights to orange.
Okay.
Now, see, the orange ones gives it a much more subtle lighting, a little less harshness.
You don't really see the orange there either.
No, you don't. Well, it's not orange because I'm sitting here looking at it. It's more like yellow. It is not orange. But watch this. Computer, change the podcast lights to red.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, now here that is red. Now you're seeing a lot of the white come through there. I just see the red. On the camera, you see the white come through it. And computer, change the podcast lights to teal.
Got it.
Welcome to the submarine here in this.
There you go. There you go.
That other one reminded me of an old Batman, the original Batman series when Catwoman was in with him.
What lighting was that?
The red.
The red?
Yeah.
Well, let's go back to the computer. Change the podcast lights to red. Computer.
You've used your limit.
I said change the podcast lights to red now.
I'm sorry, the crayons have been erased.
Yeah, there we go. I wouldn't doubt that any. I now have this lighting on my porch, so every night the porch has a different color light. People going, what the hell? I tell you what color I don't use on the porch is red. I don't use.
You don't have
Jeff,
to put on the red light.
Jeff, you know why I don't use the red. You know why I don't use the red lights outside, right?
Well, now there's 2 reasons not to. Yeah, definitely.
Probably a couple of reasons, without a doubt. But yeah, they said the second wave, which are going to come out next week after they take the vote. Something else that is well, let's go back. Computer, change the podcast lights to soft white.
Okay.
Now, see, that's quite a bit brighter. So, but you know, Mike Johnson, little Mike Johnson, who looks like he ought to be sitting on somebody's lap with a hand up his ass, making his mouth move, is just the most hypocritical little bitch. I mean, why I love Paul Bear is Paul was as religious a man as you'd ever want to meet. Totally believed in God, totally believed there's a heaven and a hell and all that shit. And he walked the walk. If you're going to walk the walk and talk the talk, I got no problem with it. At least believe the shit you're saying. Mike Johnson doesn't a bit more believe his shit than the fucking man in the moon, because he couldn't possibly be defending this piece of shit if he really believed in that Bible. And so many of the Republicans that will knock themselves out to defend this, and they know They know his history. They know his 50-year history. This shit goes back to the 70s. Scaramucci knew, but for the sake of power. And he said, I got caught up in the power. And he finally admitted it. And it took a little coaching out of me to get him to do it. And he admits that. But Mooch, you're too good of a person to be associated with such a guy. And then finally, Trump proved himself and called him out on something that he said on the Bill Maher show and treated him like shit. And Mooch said, well, yeah, I got more money than you. I don't need this shit. And he finally walked away. And even though Mooch is still a conservative, he's still a Republican. He campaigned for Kamala Harris. Uh-huh. So, I don't know. Let's see, there's a Chloe Dump. How you doing, Chloe? Bob, you're glowing. Now, what light is that, or did you just turn them off? What do you got?
This is orange.
That's orange for you?
Yeah.
Well, your orange looks a little more like orange than mine. What brand? I have Miros lights. What do you got?
They're Wiz lights is what they are. My lights
Wiz Khalifa light. No, mine are Miros. And my reds are red, but my orange looks more like yellow to me. So, but I like them. And I sleep with blue lights. And I set them on 1%. And they're still, they light up the bedroom even at 1%. The bathroom's too bright. I got to turn the bathroom lights off because I leave the bathroom door open so the cat can go in there to its walk-in litter box and its water bowl and everything. So I got to leave the bathroom door open. But if I'm sleeping facing the bathroom lights, even at 1%, the lights are too bright. People said, I thought we were going to hear about Donald Trump and the Epstein files, not about Kenny Bowen's lights. Well, we got everything here. I saw the Tuesday night show of the college football rankings. Agreements and disagreements with the college football rankings.
All right, so I need to pull those up because I have not seen the official ones. I saw the AP ones, so let me.
Miami's a strike. As a matter of fact, if the season ended today, Miami's in the playoffs. If it ended today, but some things could happen to where Georgia Tech could get in. There's even an outside shot that Louisville could still get in. It's an uphill climb, but Louisville's 19th. They could still get in with a couple of things happen. SMU could get in. A lot of things could happen. I think SMU, Louisville, Miami, Georgia Tech could still get in. And there's a lot of things that could happen there for the ACC. But if it ended today, Miami gets in. And listen to this shit. One of the teams right now is ranked. South Florida. South Florida is ranked 24th. If the season ended today, they're in the playoffs because of the conference shit. Now that I think's a crock of shit. If you're ranked 24th, you shouldn't be in the goddamn playoffs. So something's got to be done about it.
Or the top. Yeah. I mean,
something's got to be done about that. Miami's 15th, but if the season ends, they're in the playoffs. Doesn't feel right, but yeah, I'm a Miami fan, so I'll shut up. But when you're 24th in South Florida, do we have to play any more games? Let's end this shit today. And listen to this: if the season ended today, Miami would open up against I think Texas Tech. If Miami beats Texas Tech, they play Texas A&M. And then if they play Texas A&M, I think they get another SEC team after that, like Alabama or something. So it is wicked how that would line up. And I'm telling you, Miami is fully capable of beating a Texas Tech and a Texas A&M. And I think they're fully capable of beating Alabama. Alabama has not overly impressed me this year. I think if they play Georgia again, Georgia will get Alabama the next time. I really do. But Miami has got to quit throwing some goddamn many interceptions. They threw 4 against Louisville. If they don't throw 4 interceptions against Louisville, Miami beats Louisville. And we're talking a whole different game. And Miami gave away both of their games. Louisville gave away their game to, was it Maryland? No, Virginia.
Right.
Louisville gave away 14 points and lost in overtime. And then who beat Louisville recently? Somebody got us.
No.
SMU got Miami.
Oh,
SMU got Miami.
Louisville lost like Virginia Tech.
No, we lost to Virginia earlier. Somebody else got us recently.
All right.
I done forgot now.
Yeah. So
we weren't supposed to lose it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Because it was they dropped
We
it.
weren't supposed to lose it, and
Cal.
we did.
Yeah, they lost to Cal last.
Oh my God! In overtime, so we lost in overtime to Virginia, and we lost in overtime to Cal. And Cal was not supposed to beat us by any stretch of the imagination.
Yeah.
Bob, did we ever make the other version of this with a black background instead of white? The reason I had to do away with that white was killing my eyes.
Oh, you're talking about
the other version of this, because I don't know how hard that is to switch it to black.
It would be so they're talking about this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that would be a little difficult because of the.
Is it? Well, shit. I thought it'd be an easy switch.
Well, I mean, I could throw a black background up there, but I'm afraid
But then again, I got the black BS logo.
The BS logo, I'd have to go find the white BS logo to put that out, and then the JJs, I'd have to throw a ring around it to make the logo stand out.
Well, I think it's already kind of got a ring around it, though, so I think that would be all right.
Yeah, we'll see.
It's already got a ring around it.
I've got the white logo somewhere.
Yeah, well, if not, I can resend it to you because I've got it in the email that you sent me. So, yeah. So we'll look at that for later because I like that one. It's just that one's not. I like the fireworks there. So Jeffrey, now are you a big Seattle fan? I think you are, right?
Yeah.
I was rooting for the Mariners. I was all in on the Mariners. I've liked the Mariners since Griffey Jr. was there. I've always been a Mariner fan.
They were entertaining back then. I mean, they obviously is an expansion team way back when they went through. They're like, okay, another loss, but we're going to go because it's the pros.
When did they come? Did they come in and were they also 76 or later than that?
Seattle and Toronto came in the same year.
Right. I don't remember exactly what year it was.
Well, there's one way to find out.
77 was their first season.
Okay. All right. Okay. Well, I said 70. Well, 76 is what. Hey, there's thank you, Randy. Oh, Randy would know when Louisville got beat. Big Kentucky fan. Randy coming in. Yeah, I know who beat them. Randy finally. And thank you for your donation tonight, Randy. Let's see if anybody else has stepped in on that challenge there that you made. Probably not, but we'd have to be finding the charitable people, and those aren't easy to find sometimes. Let's see. So we have.
So Miami's got NC State, Virginia Tech.
Pussycat sent 10 more. So we got 20 from Randy, 20 from Pussycat. So we got 40 in the house. 40 in the house.
We've been here way longer than we should have, but
Well, yeah, and we need to make 60 more to even have a fighting chance to cover these electric bills, and we need a tarp for Joan and Mary Ann's house. Their house needs some help. They also need bra and panties for 3 daughters. They got a 17-year-old, a 16-year-old, and a 14-year-old. They haven't had any new bras and panties. I know Lawler would sponsor that. But,
so would
bra and panties. Oh, I got to pay for them? No. Trump would sponsor not getting them their bras and panties is what Trump would do.
Jerry would have taken care of Eunice when he knew all about all the puppies.
She's had a lot of puppies. Poor Eunice, she has been so distraught today. She rescues little baby birds, and she does it a lot, and the poor birds just have a tough chance making it without their mother bird. But Eunice tries, and she feeds them by hand, gets eyedroppers, and finds them worms, and she does everything she can. And this bird was really doing good, and she thought she had made it, and the little bird died yesterday, and it just destroyed her. And Dad, nothing in this world, nothing lasts. Nothing lasts forever. One of her teachers died at the age of 25 of pneumonia. Oh, wow. And my friend Teresa out in Carroll County, she's got pneumonia. I've been very fortunate. I've never had pneumonia, and I've never had COVID. Those are two things that will take you in a heartbeat, especially at my age. So I've been very fortunate. But when it's taking you at age 25, that sucks. And but Eunice loves her. She might be a bigger animal lover than me, and she rescues so many animals, and a lot of them are facing an uphill battle when she rescues them. I said, honey, the only alternative you've got is not to rescue them because you put yourself through so much heartache because you're fighting an uphill battle. You don't have the money to give them all the care and attention they need. And I know you're doing your best and you're giving them maybe a few more weeks, but look at what it's doing to you. And you have to factor in. And I know, shit, if I'd do the same thing, I mean, but it's rough. And that little bird just destroyed her. She's been fucked up for 2 days now. all over that little bird that she thought had made it, and then it didn't make it. So, well, what else sad you got to talk about, Kenny? So,
I can relate to that one though. I had my pet rabbit that passed away a little over a year ago, and then here a month or so ago, I was taking care of my neighbor's backyard while they were in Italy, and there was a little bunny back there, and I went over to just say hi, and he didn't hop away or anything, and I thought, okay, something's not right. So I bent down and kind of petted its head a little bit, and it just sat there, and so I thought, okay, something's not right. So I brought it home.
Something ain't adding up.
Yeah, and it lasted about 2 hours, and then I was sitting here holding it on the couch, and all of a sudden it just kind of like turned over and rolled into me, and that was a little bit more. That was it. So I don't know what had gotten into it or what had happened to it.
Damn it! Yeah, that's sad too.
It does. Yeah,
it does suck. I agree. Well, fuck, man, you brought me down. That brought me down here in that story. So, shit.
Not my intention.
Well, we'll be back on Tuesday with
we'll be back. Damn. Tell me about some humans that died. I get over those. Shit. Damn. Oh, let me clear my eyes here. And hopefully we can get a few more donations.
There you go, Kenny. Well, now let's just.
Oh, God damn it. Way to go, Bob. Shit. Oh, Lord. Yeah, I thought the train might make it in tonight. He said he would try and come in and take his mind off things, but I guess he's got other shit going on, which is understandable.
Yeah, I think her funeral is tomorrow, so they're probably traveling.
Probably so. I would think so. Is the funeral going to be in Nebraska?
Yeah.
Now, that's a haul. That is a haul. Let's see here. I tried to comment on your show tonight, but Bob blocked me, I guess. Oh, okay. The one that got blocked, the one that went blah, 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 blah was Mike from Arby's.
Oh, well, you're the one talking to block him, so I
did. Mike, you got blocked on my orders. That's my bad. That's my bad. Well, Mike is a former military guy. He can't help himself. He don't know no better. Let me see if I find him. Mike, you got blocked on my orders. I didn't know that was you. And the last thing I was going to do tonight was have anybody supporting a fucking pedophile. And I didn't know it was you. But I still wouldn't let you get by with it. Period. LOL.
All right.
Oh, well.
Find him. So I'll look real quick.
Oh, well.
Doesn't pop up immediately. I'll get it.
Yeah, that was. I thought I'd seen that name before. I didn't realize it was Mike from Arby's. But he's a military guy. He knows not what he speaks. He can't help himself. Matter of fact, he really got lectured by my son the other day at Blaze Pizza. We both kind of laid into him. Said, well, if you're going to sit here and defend a goddamn sexual predator, son, and they can't prove any of that. Well, yeah, they can, and it has been.
They will.
Yeah. And, there's more shit coming. And for those of you that want to line up and defend such a thing, it tells me who you are. You're somebody I don't want to be dealing with. So, there you go. I can always make room for other friends that don't defend such ilk. So, what else?
I mean, it's going to be interesting to see what the fallout is because, I mean, already Prince Andrew's had his title stripped away from him. I mean, they didn't really even wait for definitive answers. They just said, you know what? We've had enough of you. You're done.
Come on and say hi, Jazzy Jana.
It'll be interesting to see what happens when a lot more of this stuff comes out about DT.
Jazzy Jana's writing me saying hi. Oh, well, if there's 80 some odd Republicans about to jump ship on the Congress side, shit's getting deep. And
so I really
a lot of these people want to get reelected.
The folks that are pulling the strings in the Republican Party, if they gotten to a point where they're not afraid of Trump anymore, then they may. I don't think that he'll get like he won't.
Well, as long as they think he controls their destiny, they're scared of him, and they might be about to think that he doesn't have that power anymore. But he's going to be in office how much longer?
A little over 2 years.
Yeah. So for 2 years, he can make life. Look what he's doing to.
About 3 years, actually, because he's not even been.
Yeah, it ain't even been a year yet, has it?
Yeah, right.
No,
just
right at
barely passed. Yeah, well, barely passed election day from a year ago. So right.
Yeah. So yeah, 3 more years of misery for a lot of people.
No, I think what's going to happen is sometime probably early summer at the latest, there's going to be this health crisis, and he's just going to step down because he needs to focus on his health or some crap like that.
Well, he's already wearing a colostomy bag, so allegedly wearing a colostomy bag, so that'll probably kick in pretty serious pretty soon.
Yeah, Jazzy Janet wanted to know if we were still on. She thought she'd missed the show.
Well, and then there's been reports that they had an MRI that had some.
Yeah.
I saw a cardiologist that was on Instagram the other day. There was a cardiologist that was on, and he was breaking down everything that's been going on with Trump. He was talking about the cankles, talking about the shit going on with his hand, talking about the 2 MRIs that he's had done recently. And he says, guys, this is my field of expertise. He says, I got no pony in this game. He said, if it was any other president, he says, if this man makes it another 7 or 8 months, I will be shocked. He says, my medical expertise tells me this man is going to be lucky to make it another 7 or 8 months with all the shit he's got going on.
I think
watching him fall asleep in office the way he does, and the way his dementia, the way he just rambles about any fucking thing. He's got some serious shit going on. And anybody defending Biden, thinking that should have been running the country as well? No, too fucking old. We need age limits. I think I'm reasonably sharp for 65, but I probably shouldn't be leading the country. I think 55, I think 35 to 55 is a pretty good. I think you probably need to be at least 35 to grow up a little bit and have a basic idea as to what you're doing. And I think 55 is probably a good time to get out. 55, 60 at the max. I mean, fuck, retirement age used to be 65.
So and progressively like 99 now or something, and 102.
Who we go? There we go. There's Jazzy. And hey, thank you for dropping in.
Well,
we're.
I hear this, Jana, but we have term limits. It's called vote. You just don't vote. Vote the effers out, man. Don't.
Well, that would help too. That would help. But I agree with her. Let's help stupid voters, because sometimes stupid people don't do the right things, as we just saw. Stupid people sometimes don't do the right thing, so limit the stupidity. And if the presidents can't get more than 8 years, why are we giving congressmen and senators 20 years, 30 years? Nancy Pelosi.
Years.
Nancy Pelosi for her age was pretty sharp, but too fucking old. They're getting in there and locking up a position and just staying in there for fucking ever. I've got a serious problem with career politicians. If you claim you're a servant to the people, no, not when you turned it into a multi-million-dollar fucking business. You want to make your money, serve your fucking 8 years, and then go make your speaking money. You got plenty of time to make your fucking money.
When it is one of the California representatives is being actively treated for dementia, and she's running for re-election.
Yeah, I heard that a couple weeks ago.
Who this?
I don't remember.
Do we have a name?
I'll find it.
Being actively treated and then running for office. Okay.
Arby's mic is unblocked. So
whose mic is unblocked?
Arby Mike, former Arby Mike.
Arby Mike.
Yeah.
Yeah. Blah 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 me again, bitch. He can't get me free Arby's anymore, and he just cost me the free Arby's I was getting. It's a long story. It's a long story. They didn't like that he made a deal with me. Well, no, it didn't. They didn't like that he didn't make a deal with me. Yeah. They didn't like him, so they didn't like the fact that I had a deal with him. So any deals he made, they tried to undo. So that's why we don't have Arby's with us anymore. Because they were mad at him.
Eleanor Holmes Norton, who incidentally is the non-voting member of Congress for the District of Columbia.
But for the record, I love Mike, though. Mike's a good guy, regardless of his ignorance.
And then Kay Granger, who was from Fort Worth, that was being treated for dementia issues. She did not run for re-election last time, so she's not currently in Congress. But
oh my God! By the way, Jazzy Janet, what did you think about that bump I did with Rico? Was that just a Was that a classroom technical expertise exhibit or what?
That was such a technical.
One more time, Bob. One more time.
Yeah, we need to. Man, I fell one time like that.
That's worth $20. Come on.
I landed on my shoulder one time like that, and I had to have the whole thing replaced for crying out loud twice.
Oh, Jesus. Well, not me. I got right up. I did one of those, and I went and had kingfish that night. That's what I did. I probably did, to be honest with you. I probably went to kingfish right after that. Let's see. TC from the NC with 15. That gets us to what, 55?
That gets us to $55.
Yeah, Randy the Macho Man did 20. The Pussycat Doll did 20. So yeah, we're at 55. It was a smooth bump. There you go. Spoken from a person that would know. Spoken from a person who would know. So we're at 55. We're trying to get to 100 tonight. We're up to 55. And so if there's anybody, so far this is from all of our regulars. And yeah, I know we're pissing those Trumpers off. And one thing I got to say about Mike not long ago made a $200 donation to this show a few months ago. And then he had to leave Arby's due to some medical situations. But he's due to get some back pay on some disability. And he's promised us he's going to make another big donation. So we take Trump money over here. I do. So, because that Trump money feeds our people. So it's like with my brother. My brother was very awful towards dark-skinned people, Mexicans and blacks, and I'm going to take his money and I'm going to help as many dark-skinned people and Mexicans as I possibly can, and do it with a smile on my face.
There you go.
And I did love my brother, but I hated a lot of the shit he was about.
Well, and every time we make a donation, we're going to raise a toast to Timmy John. Your hate will live forever.
Do we still have his tombstone on file?
No,
I made a tombstone. I made a tombstone for him.
Unfortunately, we took the tombstone down so we could.
We don't have the tombstone anymore
because the poor little kid who's up there.
Poor little kid needs medication.
The kid who does not yet need a tombstone.
And that was nice of Pussycat to kick in $20 a night to help that little kid. We appreciate Pussycat. Matter of fact, Rebecca, if you and Pussycat want to come over one night, I got another 20 for you.
Or maybe a 2.0.
The Pussycat's a cutie. I think Pussycat's her niece. I think beautiful girl. I have to say, Pussycat's a beautiful girl. More of my age limit, in the 20s. The 20s. Why should both of us be old?
Hey, you got to have somebody to take care of you when you get old.
Yeah. When I get old, I mean, a lot of these people are in this to help the elderly. Well, here I am. I mean, goddamn, I can barely walk. What more do you want me to do?
Hey, King, what's the status on the eyes nowadays? Anyway, I haven't.
Surgery is December the 9th. It is sneaking up on us.
Okay.
My eyes are doing a little better. They got me on some. This medication has a steroid in it, and I've been taking that, and it's been doing better. Good days and bad days. The longer I'm awake, the rougher the eyes are having it. But my light sensitivity is much better. I can actually watch the big TV now without too much struggle. And especially if I have the lighting set the right way, and if I close that window to where the sunshine ain't coming through it. There for a while, I couldn't even look at the goddamn TV. I had the contrast turned all the way down. How you can adjust the sharpness. It's horrible to have a 4K OLED TV, and you have to turn the contrast down where it looks like it's fucking Vizio here sitting in front of me. So, what do you do? Let's see if we can take a shot to get to, what time is it? 10:09? What do you think, Bob? 10:30 seem good to you?
Sure.
Quit being a little bitch, Bob. There ain't no need.
10:10 seemed good to me, but
10:10 seemed good. Can we make $45 in 55 seconds? Probably not. Probably not.
Hey, I'll tell you what, King. Here's the deal, Bob. You want to get out of there at 10 o'clock? It's past that. King, you want to go to 10:30? It's not quite there yet. Let's go to 10:15 your time, and I'll just commit to the 45 right now.
Well, that's sweet of you, man. I really appreciate that. And
I'm all about even numbers. 100 is a good number.
100's a good number, and that'll let us get some shit done. And as Mr. Sanford knows, I send him pretty much every major receipt we do, even that big one that Bob did here, the big one. The big one. Who's that?
That was the jelly bean.
That was the jelly bean one. Yeah, I forwarded that to Jeff too to let him know what we were doing over here. And Bob and I didn't take credit for it because Bob's name was on it.
Yeah. Otherwise, right? So jelly bean surgery. It's been delayed because of the typhoons there. Her doctor is in Cebu. And
shit! Yeah,
he can't get out. So November 19th is when that's going to happen. Gallbladder surgery.
Well, hers is before mine then. Eunice's mother seems to be doing better and might actually get out of her gallbladder surgery. They put her on some medication to reduce the size of the gallbladder. And from what we're hearing, it might be working. So that would be good. But no, thank you very much, man. That's very kind of you to do that. And you said you're waiting on a check as well. We're both kind of in the same boat.
Yeah, I'm supposed to get mine the second Thursday of every month, and that would be today. And I didn't see it today when I looked in my bank account. So
bless their heart.
Who knows?
Bless their heart. Mine is due in 2 more days. But they said it might be Monday before it actually comes. But I get paid tomorrow, and I'm due for probably a record bonus. Now, y'all know who I work for. So we'll leave it. I'm due for a record bonus. We'll see if that happens. He and I had a 1-hour conversation the other day, and I explained to him in any uncertain terms, I better not get fucked with on this check. So I know what I've done. I know I've kept us under budget on almost every fucking hotel, and I got a pretty good idea what the bonus is supposed to be, and it'd be awfully good that if it's there. So, and I must have reiterated that about 5 times on an audio conversation and about 3 or 4 written conversations that my fucking bonus better be close to accurate. Praying for your surgery to go well. Who loves me? Because I didn't see it. Matt Prophet, how you doing, Matt? What's going on there,
Matt is sending stars in the Facebook chat. I don't know what that means.
Stars in the Facebook chat. Yeah, we see Matt from time to time. Yeah, we see Matt from time to time. Send money. Fuck a star. Send some money.
Yeah, well, I think they're kind of like on Twitch. They had the little bits or something that you could send that eventually would add up to money.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know how that works, so I haven't done that. So I don't know.
Notice Joe Biden's cognitive decline, and don't change the subject and deflect.
Oh, this is what Jeffrey said. Is that the play? Oh my God,
that's great.
She handed Hannity his ass. She handed him stars equal money. Okay,
go Dallas Stars.
I don't know how to cash them, but as a matter of fact, we have more viewers in there now. Like I said, 30,000 followers on Google, 12,000 on Facebook, 12,000 on Twitter, and we struggled to get 30 people watching the show live. Tell me, is this Booker T? Tell me I'm not being fucked with. So sometimes it just don't add up. Just like the Epstein files. But no, it was many of the big news people are saying, you think yesterday was a big news day. You wait till this next round of Epstein files come, when the videos come out. Because the Epstein estate has videos and pictures of who was with these kids. Woo! Let that come out. And I don't give a fuck who it is, whether it's Trump, or big-time politicians, or big-time corporate CEOs. There's a lot of people that flew on that plane, and they weren't going there for the view. Well, maybe they were, but not the view of the landscape.
Whoopi would not be at that view.
Whoopi would not be at that one.
There was a thing the other day that I saw, and I forget who it was that instigated it, but They must have access to it. They told Mike Johnson, they said, when this Epstein stuff comes to be, you better do the right thing or we're going to release your records on Grindr.
Oh, I didn't hear that one.
That was a good one that came out.
Well,
yeah.
if you remember, Mike Johnson and his son have a app on their phone to alert the other one that the other one's watching porn. That's Mike Johnson and his son. He admitted that.
Why
if me and my son had
need to have that?
Yeah, I mean, if me and my son had such a deal, there's not a fucking way in hell I'm going to say that on CNN or where. He said it.
Yeah.
He said it in like a meeting that proving that he's trying to be a good boy. Right. Me and my son have alerts on our phones to warn if the other one's. You can Google it and look it up. He said it. I saw him say it.
It's it's basically like peer pressure to stay off the porn because as soon as you do,
well, I personally don't give a shit if anybody watches porn or not. Just don't watch porn. Go out and bang underage girls. That's a good idea. That's a good idea. No, I don't give a shit if anybody watches porn or not. I don't judge people for that. But
if you're in a position like he is,
Vanessa Del Rio,
the religious right and all that stuff, it's just like, I'm not sure those two go hand in hand, but maybe more so than we like to think, I guess.
Well, you could be right on that. You very well could be right. But that's Mike Johnson. It's got the alert with his son. Now, I don't know how old his son. I've never even seen a picture of his son. I can only hope he don't look like his daddy because he ain't got a fighting chance in hell if he does.
I hope he's over 18.
He that would be a good start. Mike Johnson looks like a fictional character that somebody made a puppet of, sat on somebody's lap, stuck a hand up his ass, and made him talk.
Yep.
That little hair parted on the side, and then to thump that Bible the way he does, and then to defend sexual predators, to go out of his way to defend sexual predators. You think if you really believe in that Bible, those would be the people you would not defend.
Right.
He looks like a meme for a religious.
Doesn't he now? Oh yeah. If he's going to make a meme, you would use his picture. Absolutely.
If you took the character from, now I drew a blank. What's the name of that old magazine that we used to, Alfred E.
Mad Magazine? Yeah, I knew what you were talking about the minute you said it.
Yeah. If you put his glasses and hair on Alfred E. Newman, you would have Mike Johnson.
So you had something I didn't know. I didn't know the guy's name.
Alfred E. Newman.
Yep. That's a great name. I like that name.
I like that one. That's a good one.
I wish I'd have managed the name of Alfred E. Newman.
That sounds like a wrestler name.
You know the pictures I've made of me in the white suits and the purple suits with my female Dua Lipa, Ruby May. That should be Alfred E. Newman right there. James E. Cornette with his sidekick, Alfred E. Newman. Sexual predators at large.
Is anybody ever going to come out and tell Cornette that his middle initial is actually M? It's not E.
I did. I did. You know where I did it? I did it in Bob's home state.
Oh, there you go.
I ratted Jimmy out. I played the role. We were doing shows for Bill Watts in Texas, and I was down there to do the shows at the original Dallas Cowboy football stadium in Irving. What was the name of that stadium?
Texas Stadium.
Is that exactly what it was called? Texas Stadium. Irving.
So if the Irving Stadium was Texas Stadium, the original stadium was the Cotton Bowl, but that's
Well,
yeah. Right. So I'm down there to do shows with Bill Watts and Cornette, and I'm more or less Cornette's sidekick at these shows in Broken Bow, Oklahoma, which I'll never forget. Woo! Drove there in my 1978 LTD and drove from Nashville down there to go do these shows. So Bill Watts booked me as Cornette's assistant. And Broken Bow, Oklahoma was one of the towns. And then as the big payoff, I got to work at the show with Cornette as his attorney, Lancelot Pertwillaby. And so I'm doing a show. I think KMOX is St. Louis. I think it's KDKA was the Dallas FM radio station, maybe even AM. I can't remember, but so we're doing this show, and it broadcast. I think it was their AM station. So we're doing, and KDKA was a big deal back then, back when radio was much bigger than it is today. And so in the studio, Cornette is obviously the featured guest. And he says, I have along here side with me today my attorney, Lancelot Bertwillaby, some name that Cornette came up with. And so I'm going, fine. So basically my job was to reveal what the E stood for. And so the fans in Broken Bow, Oklahoma, and various other cities would start chanting that at the shows to piss Jimmy off. So he's ranting about what he's going to do and all this. And he says, ain't that right, Lancelot? I said, you tell him, Eugene. Never reveal my name on these. No, cut that out. So, of course, it's live radio. Hang on.
Take a chug.
I could die any minute. And if I did, that's good TV. That's ratings. Yeah, Bolin died on the air. So, and that was the setup all along, was for me to reveal what the E stood for.
Okay.
And I said, well, you tell him, Eugene, don't ever reveal. So now that Jimmy has made it clear he never wanted anybody to know what the E stood for, our next show is Broken Bow, Oklahoma. We go out to the ring. He's got his attorney with him at ringside. And the crowd, and there's maybe 3,000 at an outdoor show. Crowd's going, Eugene, and I'm covering his ears. No, he hates. So everywhere we went in Texas and Oklahoma and Arkansas, Eugene. So it caught on like you wouldn't believe.
So was that before or after the actual WW character of Eugene?
Oh, it was way before. Okay. I'll tell you exactly when it was. I was in a snowstorm coming back from Dallas. I hit a snowstorm in Texarkana. That's where it started snowing at. When I left Dallas, it was 77 degrees. I get to Texarkana, not that far away. We start getting sleet. By the time I get to Memphis, there's 6-7 inches of snow on the ground.
Wow.
About 8. But by the time I get to Nashville, I'm having to go 30 miles an hour on the interstate. I get to Nashville, 26 inches of snow on the ground. From the time I left Dallas till the time I hit Nashville, 26 inches of snow. I drove an average of about 30 miles an hour all the way back once I hit Memphis. Took me forever to get home. And a trip I will never, ever forget. Because I was not pulling over. I was not going to a hotel. My ass was going home. But yeah, 26 inches of snow. The name Eugene caught on like wildfire. And it happened because we did it at I think it was KDKA Dallas. And we didn't even tell the DJ what we were doing.
There was actually one snow cloud in the entire country. And
it just followed me.
Followed his car.
Just followed my car from Texarkana all the way to Nashville. It felt that way.
That much snow, you can get the door open.
By the time I hit Chattanooga, I'm going to die on the interstate. I didn't see any way in hell that I was getting home. But I just stayed in everybody's line of traffic and just kept following their tire tracks and somehow got home. And Gabrielle was convinced I was not going to make it home.
So KDKA is a Pittsburgh radio station.
That's Pittsburgh, okay. KMOX is St. Louis, I think, right?
No, that's correct. Big Dallas radio stations would have been so Carol
you're right because KDKA should not be in Pittsburgh because KDKA is St. Louis on over. The K starts St. Louis on over.
Yeah, it's east of
Pittsburgh's probably the only one with a K on that side. So that's probably why KDKA is sticking out. Name me the big AM radio stations. I think it was AM in Dallas.
It would have been KLIF.
I don't think it was that.
Or WBAP.
Don't think it was that.
KRLD.
That might have been.
Was it a music station or a news talk radio?
I think it was a music station.
So this was in 1990.
Well, that's why KDKA stuck with me because Pittsburgh shouldn't have one. They I think are the only station east of St. Louis that starts with a K. It was Dallas. It was Dallas's biggest station.
So KLUV was a big one in the 90s.
And the reason I think it was AM because Broken Bow, Oklahoma got the signal.
Okay.
And I used to get the signal at night in Louisville.
Yeah, the strongest stations in the DFW area were WBAP and KRLD.
It was KRLD then. If they're 50,000 watts, it was KRLD.
Yeah, the big 1080 KRLD.
The big 10, because we had 1080 KLO here in Louisville. But KLO would go off the air at midnight, and then we would pick up when the sunspots were good. 1080 KLO would go off the air at midnight, and then we'd pick up the Dallas signal. So yeah. So that's how we got Eugene over, was on that station in Dallas, as with me playing the character of Lancelot Pertwillaby.
You need a middle initial in there. I should have been,
He didn't give me one. It was Jimmy's name. He came up with it.
Jesus.
Lancelot Jesus Pertwillaby. That would have been a good Lancelot J Pertwillaby. What's Jesus stand for? Jesus. Okay, I'm sorry. Down here, Jesus.
Jesus.
Those stories and no more donations. What the fuck?
Come on, people. What's wrong with you?
People. You don't get that story. Jazzy Jana. How much you got on your food stamp card? Oh, it's you that has one, Kenny. Oh, I'm sorry. All right, I'll donate $10 on my food stamp card if I get one. Yeah, the other day they were only going to give us 65% of our allotment, which was going to take me down to about $190 instead of $298. So that was something. And my son always asked me why I hoarded my food stamps. I said, saving for times like these. That's why. You never know when the shit's going to hit the fan. And I'm always shopping for the best buys and just don't want to spend any damn money. And I'll build my food stamp card up. And, well, this is why. So I had a pretty good surplus built up on mine. And then when I saw the shit hit the fan, I just started loading my freezer up and my cabinets. And I probably got 60 days worth of food in the freezer and the cabinets. Just to get, but then again, I got my favorites that you can't do that with. Yeah, I got my spinach artichoke dip and shit like that only last about 30 days. Mm-hmm. And, but the freezer's loaded. Matter of fact, I can't get anything else in the freezer. Spinach empanadas, chicken tenders, about 4 bags of my favorite tilapia. There's salmon, just all kinds of shit in there. And so if shit hits the fan, I'm good for about 60 days.
Hey, Kenny, do you have Winco?
After that, I die.
Do you have Winco stores back there?
What do they sell? And I'll let you know.
It's a grocery store.
Don't have that. No. If it's groceries, we don't. The big ones here are BJ's, Costco. I don't think Winn-Dixie's exist here anymore. If they have, I haven't seen one in forever.
Okay.
We used to have Winn-Dixie.
They're employee-owned grocery store, and they're great out here. They're a smaller. I mean, they're
It's kind of like Publix then in Florida, right? Publix, I think, is a kind of a corporate family-owned deal. I think they're non-union.
Okay. They've got a product that I've just stumbled onto about a year or so ago. It's called Encore, Oncor. Yeah. Not a plug, but they're basically like box dinner type things, but they are really, really inexpensive and they're delicious food as well. They've got like Salisbury steaks and chicken fried steaks, and they got some pasta dishes and stuff like that. And it's easily, that's great stuff. And it goes a long ways too.
How much per dinner you think?
Oh shoot. Like you can, so they've got the one that I really like is the 6 Salisbury steaks and gravy. And that one I think is like $3.48.
That ain't bad. Bad. That's 6 Salisbury steak. That's 3 dinners for me easily. Okay. Easily. Yeah.
And then throw a 99-cent thing of instant mashed potatoes, or
there you go.
Veggies
that's
or
all.
like
that's
that.
all you need. Yeah.
You're eating for less than $2.
That's kind of how I shop. Is how many dinners kind of like we picked up some Taco Bell the other day. I got 3 dinners out of a double beef burrito. I got 3 dinners out of it by adding some pepperoni slices to it and a little extra cheese. You go. Got 3 dinners out of a double beef burrito.
Nice.
So looks like Kroger carries Encore products. So
I'll do that. Well, I've got Kroger on my Instacart, and I shop at Kroger all the time. I'll have to look that up.
I was gonna say they let you into Kroger's now.
No.
Well, they like me at Kroger because I worked there for 5 years.
Yeah.
And my picture, I've been told that my picture is framed hanging up in the corporate office in Cincinnati, Ohio, as to why there's no longer a double your money back meat guarantee. I have been told that. Whether it's true,
first time I heard that.
Whether it's true or not, I don't know, but there are a few people that have told me that your picture, because the story has been told. Mark Cuban said it's the greatest story he ever heard.
Yep.
So I said, well, assuming that story's true, Mark, and Maya looks at him.
I heard that
Mark,
show, yeah.
Maya said, Mark, it is true. And Mark says, I hope it's true. I hope it's true. That's the greatest story ever. So Mark Cuban, a multi-billionaire, loves that we scammed Kroger.
Yep.
So somebody asked me today yesterday, how I paid for something way back when. And I said, you know what? I paid for that. I don't know if I paid for that with Humana money, Nick Goulas money. Oh, I just remember how I paid for it. Kroger meat scam money. Because it was something I ordinarily wouldn't buy. And whatever it was, I remembered I paid for it because I was making $2 or $3 grand a month off Kroger money. In 1987, 88, I was working for Goulas. I had to do something. Goulas wasn't paying any big money. I had to get creative. So it wasn't double your money back. It was quadruple your money back, plus the meat in the middle. So not only did you eat, but you got 4 times the money. And you don't dare buy anything that don't cost at least $100, because then if you spend $100, you get back $200 at one store, $200 at another. That's $400.
There
Plus
you go.
the meat.
There you go.
And I wish I could have figured out a way to triple my money back. I didn't figure that one out. Just if I found a store that just took my word for it, and then the receipt at one store and the package at another, that would have been triple your money back. Word at one store, package at another, receipt at another. But when I figured out the package would work at one store and the receipt would work at another, spend $100, get back $400. Who the fuck ain't gonna? Well, apparently only me. As a matter of fact, I recruited people and was teaching people how to do it for a commission. My mother tried it once, got caught.
Uh-oh.
She got caught the first day she tried it.
Way to go,
they called the police on her. She comes out of the store crying because I'd burned all the stores. I said, well, we need somebody new. Mom, you want to go to Florida to see your mom? I'm going to show you how to make the money. So we do the first store. She gets back $230 because it was 8 3/4% sales tax. So she got like $230, $240. So now we're going to go get another $200. Now she got plenty of money to go to Florida. She goes to the second store. Manager comes in and saw her at the other store. He was going store to store. He comes in. Hey, ma'am, did you just return meat at my store? He called the police on her. Mom comes running out. Kenny, they just called the police on me. I said, for what? The manager just saw me at the other. Oh, fuck. I said, get in the car. I said, you just killed the territory.
Just run, Mom, run.
She gets in the car and I go home, and that killed the Nashville territory. We couldn't do the meat scam no more. If that story is true.
Allegedly.
Yeah, allegedly. It's a great story if it's true. So, woo, Mom. Her picture, I should tear her poster down in the bedroom right now for killing the Nashville territory. So, let's check and see if we got any more donations. We'll see. Yeah, because 10:30 and we promised Bob we'd get out of here, didn't we? Nope. Well, shit. Well, you selfish bitches.
Thank you, Pussycat. Thank you, Randy Satterley. Thank you, TC from the NC. And thank you, Mr. Sanford.
Mr. Sanford Suiter, you cow-stealing sumbitch. But don't tip any of them. No cow tipping.
No.
Well, unless you want to tip them for their service, you can do that.
He's ill-gotten gains and donated to laundering it through Filipinos. That's what he's doing.
There you go.
Ill-gotten gains. There we go. Nothing wrong with that. Bob, I'll let you know how my bonus was tomorrow. If I'm in a bad mood tomorrow at about noon, you'll know why. So it better be substantial. I'm expecting over 1,000. We'll see what happens.
We will see.
If I go to Nashville with a temper, I might not be back. If you hear about a little 140-pound man getting his ass beat tomorrow in Nashville, Tennessee, you'll know why. If a 65-year-old crippled man showed up and just beat the dog shit out of somebody for apparently no reason, then you'll know what happened.
And we'll know the reason, too.
And we'll consider it meat money as well.
Welcome to the Louisville News. Today's top story.
Bolin gets meat money. And not the good kind. All righty. Let's see. That is a... what was Jazzy Jana saying there at 10:02? Well, that was 30 minutes. That was the last comment we got was 30 minutes ago? Oh, no. I scrolled way back. Hello, Daddy Kenneth. Well, that never works. Nice to see you. Nice to see you too. This is that's Marianne. If I can get her comment up there, do you see it? Oh, there she is. That's little Marianne. Isn't she a little cutie? She is a senior, I think. Yeah, she's about to graduate. She's a senior, and she's the one that's got the 17-year-old sister that looks like Velma from Scooby-Doo. I think we showed her picture on here last show we did. She's got a sister that looks just like Velma from Scooby, and she's got another little sister that's 14, and all three of them need bra and panties. I'd really like to help them out. I think it's going to run, about $30 to get all three of those kids bras and panties. In honor of Jerry the King Waller. So who out there? Do I have one person out there? Because, like I said, we're trying to raise money for medication, electric bill. They also need a tarp that's going to be about another $30 or $40. So we need about $60, $70 to go to this house alone. They desperately need a tarp. It's bad. I've seen the pictures. And we also need about $30 for bras and panties for three teenage girls, 14, 16, and 17. She will be 18, probably not. I think she just turned 17. But these kids need bras and panties. They want to have some dignity. They said everything they've got holes in them, doesn't fit. So let's give the kids some fucking dignity. So if anybody out there could sponsor the bra and panties after the show, that would be great. And if anybody could sponsor the tarp, it's about $30 each. And that way we can use the rest of the money we've made tonight for medication, and the money that Jeffrey Sanford Souter, the cow tipper, is going to send later can help go towards medication. And I'll be kicking in some money too. Either that or I'll be going to Nashville with an attitude. One of the two things is going to happen. And I might not be available to do the show next week. I might be incarcerated, sir.
Live from the Kentucky State Penitentiary.
No, it would be the Nashville Penitentiary. I doubt I'll get out. I doubt I'll get out of the state. And I think they call it justifiable beatdown if I get back to the Kentucky state line. Tennessee might protect him. I don't know. Lord Kenny, don't end up on the news. Well, that's my goal. So maybe he'll do the right thing and pay me maybe. Long story, guys. It's always guesswork when that bonus check comes. It's always guesswork. Sometimes it's good. Sometimes it's going, all right, I don't know where you got your math skills at, but my math's a little different. So, because I do track my hotels.
Bonus, Bolin. What do you expect?
Bonus money. It's found money, Bolin. Don't bitch about it. All right. Well, thank you, Mr. Jeffrey, for stopping in here and helping us out tonight. Greatly appreciate it.
You're
welcome anytime. And you have stepped up so many times to help us. And I just want to let you know, man, we really appreciate it because there's been lots of times people wouldn't have got help if it wasn't for you. And I want you to know that. And,
thank you. I appreciate it.
Bob Hazelwood normally sees people in need and he blocks them like we did tonight. Poor guy donates $200 and gets blocked because I told you.
Because you didn't know who he was.
Blah, blah, blah. I didn't know who he was. I still probably would have blocked him anyway for blah, blah, blowing my Trump shit. So sometimes the $200 don't mean shit. So that happens too.
Had larger donations.
We've had bigger donations get blocked from this show. We certainly have. But yeah, thank little Marianne for dropping in. Now she says everybody calls her Shane, and well, that don't look like a Shane. And she said it's some popular Filipino star, and the people there think she looks like the Filipino star named Shane, and they kind of nicknamed her that. So that's why she has Shane in her name. And I said, is there something that I'm not seeing or don't know? So just left it at that.
Come back.
Shout out to our sponsors, Blaze Pizza. Normally where we have our corporate meetings, Five Guys, which Jazzy Jana's doppelganger named, Natasha. Natasha is the manager over at Five Guys. She got us back in over there. They replaced Arby's. Thank you, Mike. Trumper. Five Guys replaced Arby's. And then Jimmy John's, which I think me and my son are going to tomorrow. I haven't been up there in a little bit, and we're going up there tomorrow and get some kicking chicken and some spicy Italians at the Jimmy John's. And Five Guys, I must say, I used to think Wendy's had the best burger going. It's hard to beat a good Five. Bob, do they have the Five Guys down around your way?
They do have Five Guys.
When's the last time you had a good Five Guys burger?
I haven't been to a Five Guys in a while. They have the best seasoned fries.
Oh, God, those fries are amazing, man. I agree with you there. The fries are good. They just fill us up a sack of them and just bring them to the table. And they got the peanuts you can take home. They load me up with a bunch of peanuts for the squirrels. So Five Guys kind of sponsors my squirrels too. And we're going over there one day next week. She's in corporate training this week. So one day next week, we're going over to Five Guys and we're going to get that triple burger, bacon, lettuce, tomato, cheese. My son don't do that. He just gets the triple bacon, but it's a damn good burger. And I used to think Wendy's was the best, but now that I'm back in the Five Guys category, that's a hard burger to beat. So, Bob, I encourage you to go enjoy you a triple and some seasoned fries next chance you get. Just tell them that they're a sponsor on the show and that you demand your free burger, that you're entitled, and that you've never done anything with any underage girls. And you'll testify to that in the court of law.
At least one of those things is true.
At least one of those things is true. Unlike the quadruple your money back meat scam. Unlike that. But no, thank all of y'all for coming in here and helping us out tonight. Jeffrey, you said you're good for 45, so I'll look for 90. Goddamn. Well, you was on the show for a long time. I'm charged by the minute. I charge by the minute.
So great.
We've been here an hour.
Let's go another 90 minutes. Let's get him for some more money.
We've been here an hour 41, $1 a minute. You owe us
$1 a minute. That's good money right there. That's good money right there. We'll see if my boss makes up any of that money tomorrow. Trust me, Bob. You're around noon tomorrow. You're going to know what type of mood I'm in by about noon tomorrow. We will know. Was there any other than the football game tonight? I watched a little bit of the Jets and Patriots on Amazon. I think it was 7-7 or something last time I looked. Don't tell me anything. I'm going to go ahead and watch it after the thing here. What do we got big in college football this week, real quick?
This week's college football.
Anything big to be looking out for?
Well, let me just tell you.
Any college game?
What is coming up on the
where's college game day this week? Aren't they in Pittsburgh this week? I think they are.
The college schedule this week.
Yeah, I think they're in Pittsburgh this week. McAfee will be a hero there. He's from there.
Let's see, Troy. Okay, Friday night we've got Clemson at Louisville.
Wait a minute, that's the Friday night game?
Yeah,
it's on ESPN.
Fuck. Okay, that's good.
Louisville 2.5-point favorites.
We better beat Clemson.
Minnesota at number 8, Oregon. Let's see. Wisconsin plays Indiana. South Carolina plays Texas A&M. Notre Dame, Pittsburgh features 2 ranked teams.
Oh, that's why McAfee's there. That's why Pittsburgh's. That's a big game. Both of those are in contention.
Michigan,
for a playoff spot.
South Florida, Navy, Arizona, at Cincinnati, and the rest of the ranked teams are all. Well, let's see. Number 11, Oklahoma does play Alabama on Saturday.
Oh, that's huge. That's huge.
Alabama's favored by 5.5 on that one.
Are they really? I got Oklahoma winning that one.
Well, Oklahoma's got my former Wazoo quarterback, Mateer, so
I know it's at Pittsburgh, but I got Notre Dame beating Pittsburgh. I got Oklahoma beating Alabama, and a must-win. Whoever wins that really positions himself well in the playoffs. Any other good top 25 matchups?
Let's see. New Mexico State is a close 39.5-point underdog to Tennessee.
Yeah. Lay the points.
It's that extra half point that I always get hangs me up.
Yeah. If it was 39, I know who I'd bet, but now I don't know.
Number 10 Texas at number 5 Georgia.
Oh, that's a good matchup. Who you got in that one? Who you got?
Georgia. I don't think Texas.
Yeah.
Is they think
I think Texas is the most overrated 10th ranked team in the goddamn planet, is my opinion.
Yeah.
And I ain't saying it because I like or dislike Texas. I'm just saying out of what I've seen. I've seen Miami be overranked before too.
Yeah. That's really the only ones of.
But you know what? I'll probably be for Texas though, because Georgia's higher, right? Yeah, fuck Georgia.
Higher. Texas is 10.
Well, I'll be for Texas.
And that's really so UCLA at Ohio State.
But I know who I'll be for, but I know what good it's going to do too.
Yeah. TCU plays BYU.
The battle of the U's and not Miami.
Yeah, the Christian schools, sort of.
I root for a tie.
TCU is probably the least Christian school out there, but
I would like to see a 2-2 tie, a couple of safeties.
Florida at Ole Miss.
Florida at Ole Miss. Yeah, we know where that's going to go. The Gators are having a tough time these days.
Yeah, Iowa at USC. Those are 2 ranked teams, 21 and 17. Central Florida.
Isn't that sweet? Daddy, I'm glad you're happy today, your live show. Hi, Sir Sanford Suter. Nice to see you. And Sir Bob. I'm Daddy, and you all are Sir. I don't know about that.
Yeah.
And that is Narland Nazarene. Well,
figured out
that's a show business name right there. Norland Nazarene.
Daddy, and he's more than likely to fork over.
No, you call me Daddy. I'm going, well, which one of these 7,500 kids are you? Is what I do. Which one of the 7,500 kids are you? Well, she's a little cutie, and that's a movie star name right there.
If you think about it, Kenny, you've been underclaiming on your taxes for a long time.
I think I've got some rebates coming if you get right down to. Hi, Eunice, how you doing? Sir Bob and Mr. Sanford. Oh, there you go. Mr. Sanford.
Check and the tariff refunds. When are those coming?
But you are Sanford, not Sanford, correct?
No, it's SAM.
Oh, it is SAM. I thought it was my bad.
No. It's like Samford University in Birmingham, Alabama.
There you go. Okay, I'm very familiar with that university. And Eunice is the one that was so depressed over her little bird, and I'm so sorry for her. We talked about your bird earlier, honey, and how sad you were, and we feel bad for you. The key is quit bringing home baby birds. So that'll help. That'll help. But good to see you, sweetie. I've been worried about you. I know you was very depressed yesterday. And I made some great pictures of you, though. I hope you like the pictures I made of you. They turned out very well. And Norland Nazareno. Put that girl in a movie, man. Just advertise. Starring Norland Nazareno. Daughter of Dan Marino. However that works.
Yeah, as Miss Kitty.
As Miss Kitty.
There's a limited number of people that are going to understand that one, Bob.
Yeah, there's not many of us are getting that one. Not on this show. So let's load that one up a little bit. So those are the big games. I think we got everything covered. Anything big in the NFL, Bob?
The NFL this week does not look to be.
The Dolphins with a huge game. We are playing in Madrid, Spain, against the Washington Commanders. Be a good game for us to win. Madrid, Spain.
Well, you're 2.5-point favorites, so hopefully that'll come true.
All right. Well, I'm hoping. Go Fish.
Go Tampa, Fish. Buffalo could be a good game.
That could be. That has the potential to be a good one if Tampa plays like they're capable.
Cincinnati, Pittsburgh. You never know with those two teams.
That could turn out to be a decent game. That could be.
Kansas City, Denver probably is the highlight game of the week.
That's got a lot of potential. Yeah.
The Sunday night game is Detroit at Philadelphia. That one could be great.
That's a rematch, right? That's a rematch. The
Monday night game of Dallas and Las Vegas might be the least watched Monday night game in the history.
Holy shit. They're just begging people not to watch that game.
Seattle and the Rams are playing for the top spot in the division.
Oh, that's a good game. So. When is that a 4:00 game on Sunday? I would hope.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably a 4 o'clock. That's a good matchup right there.
Yeah, it's at the Rams. So.
We'll go see. Where's it at? Seattle or Ramland?
Ramland. Yeah.
It doesn't matter. It's going to be a home game for Seattle.
It's Seattle South.
It's Seattle South. You'll have the house. You'll have 70% of the house at that.
There game. You go. There you
and
go.
The poor Chargers. Send the Chargers somewhere else. Why can San Diego not support an NFL team? Explain that to me. A city that fucking big.
They can. It's just they wouldn't build a new stadium.
They wouldn't give them a stadium.
We'll build a fucking new stadium or play at Petco Park. Apparently, they didn't want to play at Dog Park no more. I don't blame them. But no, it is ridiculous for Los Angeles to have two teams that nobody likes. Nobody likes either team. Every road team that comes in has the house. Both teams get booed because the Rams are St. Louis and the Chargers are San Diego. That's just how the fucking is. That's just how it is.
I go back to the Rams being the blue and white Roman Gabriel, Deacon Jones, Merlin Olsen. That's the Rams I remember.
That's the Rams I knew. I knew. There you go. I'm with you on that one. All right. Yeah. Well, let's kick both of them out. LA has no more teams.
Let's put the Raiders back.
Let's make the stadium public housing. It's a makeshift dome, right? Kind of a makeshift dome.
Yeah.
More or less. Yeah. It's public housing now. and then teach everybody to get along and send Los Angeles. Where can we send Los Angeles? Let's send Los Angeles to who ain't got a team that would like to have a team. We'll send Los Angeles to San Diego.
Or San Antonio.
We'll send Los Angeles to San Diego. Maybe they'll like them, and then send the Chargers to San Antonio. Yeah. Rams I think we've solved the whole goddamn problem right here.
And Jerry Jones would never allow a team in San Antonio. He will die.
Why? How far is San Antonio from Dallas?
It's about 4 hours, 5 hours.
Well, fuck him. It's 4 hours goddamn away.
People there, yeah.
I mean, I think you can fill that stadium up without San Antonio people coming, right?
They could, but it's TV rights and that kind of shit.
Well, it's still 4 hours away. Cincinnati is an hour away, or an hour and a half. They do not affect our TV market nonetheless. 4 hours away is Nashville's 3 hours away. Nashville has nothing to do with our TV rights here in Louisville. It doesn't affect it one fucking bit. Nothing going on in Nashville affects what's going on. Nothing going on in Indianapolis affects what's going on in Louisville other than hotel overflow. When Indianapolis has a big WrestleMania main event or the Pacers are in the playoffs, we get hotel overflow down here. That's the only way Indianapolis affects Louisville. Doesn't have shit to, and we do cover them locally on our TV markets down here. But we also cover Cincinnati locally on our TV markets here too. Not Nashville. Nashville's too far away. So tell Jerry Jones to shut the fuck up and let San Antonio have a goddamn team. Fuck him. Fuck him and fuck Trump. And fuck Jeffrey Epstein.
That Kenny Bolin.
And fuck Kroger. Bring back the goddamn quadruple your money back meat scam. And maybe I can make a goddamn living around here and don't have to rely on bonus pay from my crooked Tennessee boss.
You could take your Ma Bolin picture and replace your picture at the corporate office with Ma Bolin.
With Ma Bolin.
There you go. The last woman to ever be caught. The last one ever caught doing a meat scam. Sanford Souter, last one caught in cattle rustling, along with Johnny the Saint Risen. That's the people. It's my pleasure to be on your show today, Daddy.
Well, you're not on the show, Eunice. So
I sent her a join link. I guess she didn't use it. So
too bad.
Hi, Daddy. How's it? Eunice, did you want to pop in and say hi real quick?
You have 10 seconds.
You have to answer quick. She might not have the internet signal to do it. So Eunice, if you're there, you can pop in and say hi real quick if you'd like. Bob's going, I hope that fucking little brat.
These freaking kids. Good
we're going to be 6.5 minutes. It'll be 2 hours. Yeah.
And then Sanford's going to owe more money.
There's that.
There is that. We can drag this thing out. All right. Well, Eunice, why don't we have you on the next show, sweetie? Because everybody's tired. Please excuse us. All right. We'll go ahead and wrap it up. She might not have the internet signal to get in anyway. Thank you for dropping in, sweetie. We appreciate it. Norland Nazareno, I'm glad to be happy too, sweetie. I'm glad to be happy. And,
so happy.
And Lord
Don't
Kenny,
worry.
don't end up
Be
on the
happy.
news. Well, that's one way to go with it too.
Don't
All right.
worry.
Well, Bob, go ahead and wrap us up.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Children of legal ages.
Legal ages. Yes. We might be back on Saturday with the show, but maybe not. We'll be back on Tuesday probably. Will JC show up? It's a possibility.
You can he says he'll be here Tuesday.
JC has said he would be on the
JC
show.
said he will be here. Yeah, to reunite me and JC. Yeah.
I will believe it when I see it, but who knows?
I'm kind of in the same boat.
For the Star Maker, Kenny Bolin, for the great Mr. Sanford.
Cattle rustler
extraordinaire. My name's Bob Hazelwood. We'll be back. Play that beautiful bean footage.
Now there was a time when you loved me so. I couldn't go wrong. Now you need to know. See, I've been a bad man, and I'm in deep. Yeah, I found a brand new love for this man, and can't wait till you see. I can't wait. So how you like me now? 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 Remember the time when I eat you up? Yeah, I was alive that you can't give up. If I was to cheat, oh, now would you see right through me? If I sing a sad, 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 sad song, would you give it to me? Would you? So how you like me now? 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 Does that make you love me, baby? Does that make you want me, baby?